the stars lie a web of pearls, each gemstone a miniature world unto itself. Upon these worlds interconnected our stories are told, and the fate of creation hangs in the balance. Welcome to the Titan's Gift.
Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Titan's Gift Campaign, episode 21. I'm your dim and host, Marty, joined by the entire crew tonight. How is everyone doing? What's up?
Bueno.
Let's get Levi's face in here.
Do me.
Yeah. How's everyone's week?
I finalized plans to go to Greece this summer.
To Greece?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole island thing. Go around
Did you buy a return ticket?
In case it all goes to hell.
Yeah, I mean, keep your options open.
There. Italy's not too far, right?
Yep.
It's just on the other side of Canada, right?
Yeah.
Don't they make Chef Boyardee there? Ooh. Hey-o.
Italy or Greece?
Uh-oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What did I miss?
Levi's going to Greece.
Put down those weapons, Luke.
Did you get your tickets for the gun show?
Oh man, it's so late. How was your week, Luke?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Trying to be more positive.
Okay.
Trying to be better with my outlook.
Got it.
Good. It's good, guys.
Got it. And Matt, happy birthday today, man.
It's your birthday? Thank you.
Oh,
Happy birthday!
It is my
I didn't
birthday.
know.
I played pretty close to the vest.
Okay.
I see that.
Well,
Not a big birthday fan?
it's now out of the vest. Sorry.
I've had a few of them. No, it's totally fine. I would have said it too.
To quote Vince Vaughn, it's
yeah.
now on the line.
I went to Spokane over the weekend,
Okay.
where my sister-in-law and her husband opened a wine shop and a wine bar.
Cool.
And it's beautiful. It's a really nice little space. They're doing good work.
Nothing to whine about there? Keep them coming. Sorry, but you know what goes good with wine is some cheesy jokes, man. You know, it's not a big deal.
Long story short, until just this moment, I was having a great week. And
What'll happen?
it's taking a turn.
Oh, man, Luke will do that to you.
So it went real well. And I hope they do wonderful things. Yeah.
Like wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More wine.
Yeah.
More wine.
They got a bunch of really, really economically priced, bottles too. They're really trying to have good wine that's not expensive.
Yeah.
And a pretty good selection from Europe.
Which is definitely possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of the time.
Plenty of Western Washington wine or Eastern Washington wine, but also a really good selection from all over Europe and
They want to sponsor your D&D channel?
no.
We're just fucking trashed by hour 2. Making ridiculous decisions. That's how you kill a campaign, by the way.
And by hour 3, we're all dead.
I know
All
there are
characters are
the
gone.
other campaigns out there where they drink. I just find that it's just you could drink out, and we do outside of game.
Math is hard when you're drunk.
Right? Yeah, math is hard when you're drunk. Yeah, so no drinking, no drugs, no touching are some of the rules.
No touching. That
That's an old one. That's an old one story. So the
I'm a little.
The no touching story. Okay, so we're all 20, 21. We're in university at the time, and Marty has run like a Saturday game for almost 30 years now. So Saturday game, we go over to a friend's house, which is effectively like the rundown college house.
Yeah.
Like it's like the only people that would live there.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah. College house. Everything's made out of wood and creaky, and so there's a table, and there's only a certain number of chairs, and I've got more players than chairs. This is the campaign I ran throughout university, a 4-year-long story where we had up to 13 people show up to game. It was an open door policy. It's like, you show up, you're going to play. So it was one of those nights where there were 11 or 12 of us there and only 8 chairs. Well, a bunch of 20-year-olds full of piss and vinegar, guess how they're going to solve who gets the chair? They start pushing each other out of chairs to fight over the last chair, and then... One nerd scratched another nerd, and then the other one slapped him, and it was like they're having a tantrum / fight. I don't know how to
Nerdy fight?
It was a nerdy. It was like the height of nerdiness, and they're like bumping into things and spilling dice and breaking miniatures, and I'm like, okay, we can't do this. Either you guys take it outside, or
Game's up.
or there's no touching allowed anymore.
Consensual touching?
No, it's just no touching.
That's attached. That's attached.
I'm not touching
They're like, what if he pushes me? And that sort of thing.
It's just easier if you say no touching.
Right, no touching.
That's unambiguous.
Right. There's no like flipping people's hats off or like rustling their hair or bumping into them or just no touching. That was the rule that we had to put down. All the rules we have are there for a reason. And I think those need to be stuck into a book because I've got quite a few rules.
And one day we'll do a 5-hour episode of just going through our rules.
Sure, or Marty will just crack his fingers and put his head down.
Recitation of the rules. Thank you to everyone on YouTube. I don't want to crap on other people doing interesting stuff about gaming, but there are a series of videos, and I think this is somewhat common, that you'll have a video about a topic that's like the top 3 best spells in 5th edition.
Yep.
And it's a 17-minute video.
Fireball, invisibility, and sound.
That should be like a 1-minute video max. I do not want like a listicle where I have to scroll through.
Is that a challenge? I'm pretty sure I can
stuff.
say, what are the best 3 spells in Pathfinder? Talk for 17 minutes and not actually give you the answer.
You can't. My only request is like lead with a summary on that, man.
Got it. Oh, that's funny.
Marty pontificates about spells in 5th edition, right? I'll watch that for 17 minutes.
Yeah, I actually don't know enough about 5th edition because my players don't want to play it, so I didn't invest time in learning it.
Just saying, don't bury the lead on that.
Yep.
It's yeah.
Oh, but you clicked on the video.
There's a large
And apparently you
series.
waited 17 minutes just to get to the punchline.
That's funny. So for me, GaryCon this week. That'll be a lot of fun. Both Adam and I will be there. He'll be driving in from Ontario on Thursday. If you happen to be there at the same time, come say hello, and we'll hang out and talk nerd. Last game was called Necrosnake. Necrosnake, yeah! Yes, it was a...
You missed it. The Necrosnake bit.
The Necrosnake
Oh,
is like the best band name ever.
It went on for a while. We riffed on Necrosnake.
But the band has to be from a small town in the United States.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Wenatchee, Washington, or Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, or something like that.
As opposed to Sault Ste. Marie on Ontario.
Ontario, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one on the other side.
Yep.
Okay, summary of Necrosnake. The Jerks Emeritus hear wild rumors of the death of the Sovereign King and riots that rock the city. Using the key of infinite doors, they return to Villa Malavella, avoiding the violence and chaos.
I'm sorry. Neil's wife just like creeped back behind in the hallway. I don't know what that was, but out of context, just your wife creeping through the hallway. Anyway, yes. Recap.
I thought I was the only one.
Hi.
They're saying hi.
Hi. I don't think they saw me.
I'm sorry, Marty.
That's fine. It's
She was playing with the cat. Sorry. Continue.
Malbut is going stir crazy.
Yes.
The professor bonds with the crawling hand of the Archmage.
Heck yeah, he does.
The party returns to the hut to find a snake-like guardian creature inside. They defeat said creature.
What's his name?
And after Necro Snake. Yes. All the way from Toledo.
Who made the bad roll? Because we've been rolling to find something in the hut. Who made the bad roll?
We finally just barely made a roll good enough to get it. I think it was like all of us had to combine, and it was still just barely enough.
I'm still counting down. That was not the...
Oh yeah, this isn't the like...
Oh, okay.
This was like, hey, I think I can solve a puzzle on the floor.
You learn that this is one of the creatures that is guarding the fence outside, and for some reason it returned inside of the hut. After some study, the party deciphers the means to open the dimensional lock on the floor within the main room of the hut, Chicken Feet. And then they descended deep into the bowels of the hut in some strange extra-dimensional space that led 60 feet down to a chamber full of spent and used candles. They breached a Hadean, a door with a bunch of Hadean runes on it, and are now, some of the party are standing inside of a workshop that consists of a cabinet of tools, a crafting bench for candles, a stove also for making candles, a storage that says leave your weapon, a storage locker that says leave your weapons here, and somebody left behind what looks like a greatsword, still in its sheath.
Yeah, we can take that. Maybe Zephyros might wield a greatsword since he's a magus.
A weird trunk of bones that is not of the style of the rest of the furniture in this place. It's got it's like a metal bin with bony and clawed feet. There is a ladder that leads up to the ceiling to a hatch. There's a hatch in the floor, as well as a door that opened up that led to a hall with sterling silver lifelike statues of hags, tapestries, and what Ludo and the others saw was the shadowy images of what looked like children.
We also learned that the hut is the dancing hut of Baba Yaga.
Ah, true. Yes.
There's some sort of there's this whole. I did a psychometry check on the room we were in, and this we know this imp thing is stuck there lighting the candles, but every 100 years or something, some incredibly horrific super monster, it sounds like, floats through and goes upstairs maybe. So keep that in mind.
So Ludo has walked between the doorway and gone into the room, standing beside the statue. It looks like you're trying to crop a hide, I guess.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, I'll get your stealth check. I'm going to roll initiative because the strange, garish-looking children shadows are moving in.
Yeah, we're about to get attacked by kid ghosts. Where'd they go? Weren't they on the...
Oh, they're behind the tapestries. They're also hiding.
Which map are we supposed to be on right now?
Hut 01.
Ah, I thought I was in the wrong one. Okay.
Oh, also, side note, I played the entire last game in a praying mantis mask. It was incredibly...
I saw.
38.
Sorry.
38 for your hide?
Yeah.
What the Schniz.
24?
Ever-loving crap.
38.
What the ever-loving crap?
Quit hiding. Beep. Quit hiding so good.
I'm pretending to be a tapestry on the wall, like moving with it.
You did one that, I'll just make myself real flat.
Alright, so you slipped into the room, and silent as death. There are many shadows in the room for you to hide. Opening up the initiative sheet now, and I'm going to add.
Baby ghosts?
What did I call them? I called them the Shadow Children.
Ghost of Children's
Good
Past?
band name.
Shadow Children. That's definitely like a prog rock metal band there.
There probably is such a band.
Hey, we gotta know.
That one would not shock me.
Here we go.
We gotta know.
Inquiring Minds.
It's a series of 7 books by some person.
So Mokranam's not with us?
Makranam and Malbut are up in the hut, guarding the door. Oh. I'm looking for the. You guys can roll your initiatives if you'd like.
I'm kind of nervous. There's a lot of bad rolls last week.
We got them all out of our system. It's going to be great this week.
I
hope so.
I don't think Zephyrus used many of his spells. I think
didn't use any.
Did he use any of his Magus points?
I don't think he did any of it.
Okay.
I don't think so.
It's really hard for any of us to run Zephyros. He just aided in a bunch of skill checks.
Ludo, what did you roll for your initiative?
A 10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're gonna roll for Manny?
Manny also rolled a 10.
2 10s.
Just a couple peas in a party.
Professor?
The average boy.
Yeah.
And Tech?
Right, middle America, right down the middle.
Did you roll tech?
Yep, rolled tech.
Okay.
Apple pie roll.
Shadow Children. Mom got an apple pie.
Okay, Tech is the first to react to this as Ludo slipped off to the side and is hiding. What was that skill check?
38.
You must have rolled really well.
Yeah. Plus 24 standing still.
Okay, you are hiding behind this sterling silver but heavily heavily tarnished statue of like this long-nosed crone. You notice that the crone on this particular statue has a crown.
Crown.
Tech moves.
The crones are all kind of like depictions of the same crone or the same type of creature, but they have...
Doing different things.
There are subtle differences you realize now that you step into the room between the statues.
Readies an attack, two-handed.
Okay, Tech steps into the room and there's a weird kind of clicking noise that is coming from Tech as he's looking around the room and ready to strike. The Shadow Children, you actually hear some wispy, childish laughter.
Great.
Oh, Neil, we also have a reason to believe that maybe this is where Zalara's kid might be?
Oh yeah, the thing was pointing, we were following the string. It pointed in this direction.
You mean you hold it and then it points, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of went crazy.
Okay.
Like a ghetto compass.
Kalahari water compass as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we all hear this whispering?
People in the room hear the whispering.
Ludo will remain silent to continue his hiding.
Shield, book, star, crown.
As they're saying these words, you notice that there are shadows creeping across the floor to form the objects that they whispered. First a hammer, then a key, then a shield, a book, a star, and then a crown. And let's see which one is going to sneak up on Ludo. Well, first I got to see Ludo. Nope, they can't see Ludo. So one of them is going to come out to say hello to Tech. There's something that Tech needs to make a perception check. I guess Tech and Ludo need to make perception checks because it's sneaking up along the wall towards where Tech is.
21. All right.
And its stealth is
15.
Oh yeah.
20 plus 12. 23. Nobody sees it.
Just missed.
Okay, so Tech is flat-footed when the thing actually moves along the wall two-dimensionally and then reaches out towards Tech. When it pops out, you guys see it, so you'll get your ready to action after it attacks you. It is a child shadow. It's partially two-dimension, but it seems to be able to like a piece of paper bend, and it's bending out from the wall to touch Tech Surat Kagat. And Tech's flat-footed AC is what?
He does have uncanny dodge.
Of course he does.
So I don't think he loses his dex on his.
Or does that just prevent him from being flanked?
I always get these two mixed up.
I do too, yeah. And it's under AC flat-footed, uncanny dodge.
I'm pretty sure it does mean he keeps.
I think so, yeah.
Uncanny dodge. She cannot be caught flat-footed, nor does she lose dex bonus to AC when the attacker is invisible. So yeah, he keeps his touch AC. He's able to react with his insect reflexes.
But it's still touch AC.
It's still touch AC.
Incorporeal touch AC.
Correct.
They're actually the same, 15.
Okay. And the shadow child thing reaches out and touches Tech for 19.
That's a hit.
Okay. Tech reacts by recoiling from it, and the damage is not hit point damage.
Fort save?
Nope.
Oh. Right, because it was an attack, yeah.
Tech takes 4 wisdom damage.
Oh, he's used to that. That's Pharisee's move.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's not good.
Now Tech had a readied action, so he is going to. Well, actually, there are 5 other shadow children. So, what were your perception checks this round?
These things invisible?
No, don't re-roll them. Just
Right.
yeah. No, they're transparent. They're translucent.
15.
Transparent. They're clinging to the shadows and they're hiding.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
And Ludo's was what?
21.
Okay, so the shadow child with the book in hand got a 22. So it flies over Ludo and attacks Tech from the other side.
Okay.
Oh, plus 2, 25 is the touch AC.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
This one touches Tech, and Tech loses a bunch of memories, and his cognitive thinking goes down.
Yep.
And he takes 1d6 int damage.
Do we see him getting fucked up from
6
the
int
doorway here?
damage.
Holy cow.
Can I see him? I'm like standing on the other
Yeah,
side.
you can see shadowy things reaching towards him. You saw a little creature, kind of like it was peeking into the room, like it came out, and its face was like all two-dimensional, and it looked into the room. You see that one of the children shadows opened up a book, and there's stuff flying out of Tech's head into the shadow book, and it closes the book.
And did I see what the other one was? The wisdom one?
No, it's kind of tucked a little bit to the south.
Okay.
Oh, the professor's right there. Yeah, that one has a pendant that looks like a star, kind of like a white multi-pointed star on its chest, and it did seem to drain some of Tech's essence and put it into the star.
Yeah, they seem to be draining Mr. Gaget.
Yeah, Tech's not happy. That's all that happens this particular round. There are others that might be positioning themselves for... You can't see them because they're behind the tapestries. But you suspect that they're coming. Tech gets his ready to action.
All right. I think, yeah, he's going to strike at the child with the star.
Okay.
As I guess, why not?
The first one he saw.
Yeah. I lost a connection and back. Standard double sword, single attack, two-handed. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 12. It is, however, a non-magical weapon. Let's see what a 25 gets me.
Okay, so the weapon passes right through the creature. You would have shred it, however, it appears your weapon cannot harm the creature.
That explains the imp.
Yep.
Great. Only
what is
mages.
Tech's wisdom right now?
His wisdom is still not too bad. His wisdom is 12.
Okay, give me a wisdom check for Tech. The DC is 5 to realize your weapon isn't harming it.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, he realizes that his weapon passed right through it and didn't do anything. Okay, Ludo.
Seeing that, Ludo is going to quickly surmise that the imp was gesturing that it's useless to bring your weapons in here. And,
The professor saw this and knows Tech's weapon isn't magical, right?
right.
You know that Tech's weapon is not magical.
Tech, you need a magic weapon, you fool!
His antennae are back.
Only magic will hurt these things!
Do I have one?
Make it magic.
Make it magic, do this, Professor.
Ludo, what are you doing?
Ludo is going to delay.
These things don't seem to see you. You're like hiding
Right.
in the shadows.
Just like shit's going down all around me. He's going to delay.
Okay.
I don't think bombs act as anything against.
You
Zephyros.
could probably do a skill check to see if you know.
We should have done that.
Zephyros. You can see shadow things attacking. There's something about these doors that you guys guessed that these doors are what?
Portals, essentially.
Portals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between disconnected sort of chunks of reality.
And when you guys have opened up the portal between the hut, you know that you can't cast spells through it because it's an extra dimensional barrier.
So we know we gotta go through, basically.
You know that in order for you to cast spells to affect the other side, you'll have to go to the other side.
So from where Zephyros is, I think the only thing that he can do realistically, if nobody has been casting things... Oh, I see everybody has something on them. Haste has not been cast yet, has it?
Nope.
So Zephyros can haste Professor, Pixel... maybe I don't need to haste Pixel, I'm not sure. Professor, Ferose, Manny, and himself. I'm not sure who Moop is.
It was the imp that is invisible. I think only a professor can see the imp. You know that there's a little creature in here.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll haste the four of us, at least give us a fighting chance to do something here.
Okay. Zephyros haste, you are 5th level.
Yes.
Do again.
+1 AC, +1 reflex save, and an additional attack on a full round attack. +30 movement. That does not stack with other enhancement forms of movement. Professor, what are you doing?
Typing what you just said. Well, this is Pickle. Looks like I gotta move into this room. There's not a lot of room, so I can't just 5-foot step. Unless, can I occupy the same space as these children? Seems like a bad idea. I'm gonna go ahead and vanish my ass.
Smart.
And then I'm going into this room.
Okay.
The professor turns invisible. The creatures don't attack you when you move by.
So this would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay, you advance all the way into the room. You're between two statues. Let's see what particular statues or what the. This one is crowned. This statue of the crone is carrying has a star in her hand,
Like kind of like an amulet with a star
on it. The statue labeled A is carrying a book.
Do they look like they can be removed, or are they?
No, they look like they're part of the statue. This one's carrying a hammer in her hand. The hammer key. Key is here, and this one is a shield.
if you wanted to differentiate the statues at all. But you move in and you can see that there are dancing shadows throughout the place, playfully changing between those images. You can hear the whispering of the children.
What are they saying?
They're whispering sacrifice at this point, and then muttering something about fate.
Zalara, is this the room? Give us a sign.
Okay, you do hear the cards. If you move in and ask her to give us a sign, you do hear the cards kind of go.
Because they were fused together.
You do hear them unfuse in this room,
Okay.
and kind of like somebody flicking through the cards. If you want.
A hag for each suit.
Thank you.
You want-
For those, that's for all podcasters out there listening at home. This is the kind of quality you can expect from Titan's Gift Tuesdays.
Manny is going to. You can see this, right?
Well, he heard the professor yell out he needs a magic weapon.
Right.
And
Is Manny's butcher's knife magical?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Alright. Manny's going to the.
Oh, his sling staff is magical. You guys, yeah, Zephyros put magic on it. Okay.
Alright, he's gonna pull a sling staff, and he is approximately. He moves at 30.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna step to here, and through the door. He can see these two people or two things.
Yep. There's no hallway here. Like that line is that line.
Oh.
Yep. This is the same door.
Oh, right. Okay, so this line is the entrance.
Yeah. If you were standing there, you'd be standing in Tech Square.
Okay, so he's gonna 5 foot to the right. So he did a 5 foot, and then he's going to attack.
Okay. Which one?
The Shadow Child with book or Shadow Child with star. Ooh.
I don't think you can see the one with the star, or if I think they both have cover because they're both kind of hanging out at the edges of the edges of the door. Go ahead. Either one's fine.
Book.
All right. He hucks one of his sling stones.
Plus 14. Let me double check that real quick. This is Manny.
This would be point blank shot for him.
Yeah. Oops. That was Ludo. Sorry about that. 1d20 plus 13, so -1 off that. Or with point blank shot.
Yep.
So that's right. Okay.
Okay, he hit exactly with the cover.
Woo!
What was the AC he hit on that one?
19. Now he wasn't deadly aiming, so this does 2d6 plus 12
23.
plus 13 with point blank shot.
24.
24 becomes 12 damage because the creature is not completely there. But the magical ammunition coming out of the magical staff does clip the side of the creature. It holds onto the wall as the ammunition slows down and rips a bunch of shadowy fabric off of it.
Yeah.
The creature arcs its back in silent pain. That definitely looked like it hurt it. Yeah.
Sweet.
And he's like, Ludo, watch out! He doesn't know where you are, so. Pharisee.
Pharisee wants to know more about these things.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? What are their weaknesses? How do they work? I am guessing that a knowledge religion might give me some.
I think so. That's a good place to start. Could you
Pepsi Max me, please?
Pepsi, is that a sponsored one?
Max it up. Yeah.
Power attack max?
16.
16, they are undead, they are incorporeal, you understand the properties of both. And yes, the professor is right, you need magic weapons to attack them. You know what kind of undead they're acting like, they're called shadows.
Yep.
They should be draining you of strength, but it seemed to be doing something else.
Healing will hurt them, Tech.
Okay.
I think that's a property of undead.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of my
Incorporeal.
actions?
Yep.
I am going to start Bard Song.
Okay.
Does Bard Song cross the boundary?
That's really interesting. It is a magical effect.
Probably yes.
I don't think so. I actually don't think it crosses.
Probably doesn't.
They can
doesn't
hear
cross
you,
them. Yeah.
but it doesn't cross.
I'll try and take a. I can't really take a 5-foot step in there.
You could 5 a step to one of the corners.
To one of the corners.
Yeah, either north or south of Tech.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay. They're both kind of flying above
like
him.
that?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're underneath that shadow.
Yep. I am making noise, but I'm also invisible to undead.
Oh shit! Yeah!
What's the DC on that?
Haha, good question. There is an answer to this. DC 16.
Okay. That would be the one with the hammer and the one with the key can see you.
Uh-oh.
So I'll give them a.
How are the two guys down to the south there? That's not the right ones.
We'll take that.
It's also one of them's probably not the right one, just in general for your character.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Pharisee. Now the Bard Song is only affecting Tech and Ludo and herself, I guess, as well as the professor,
Yeah.
and not affecting the people in the other room. You can hear her Bard Song; it's just not as inspiring. It sounds like it's like echoing and a little bit further away. Makronam, you can hear Makronam calling down.
Oh, is everything okay down there?
No, Makram, just stay where you are.
Okay, I'll stay here with Mao, but even though he's getting weird.
I don't
Says
have
the
time.
talking bag.
You're right.
We don't have time for weird right now.
He's talking to himself.
What is he saying?
Spiders! He doesn't like spiders.
All right, Tech.
Tech. Let's do a little check on Tech here.
Tech knows currently he doesn't have anything. His weapons can't harm these creatures.
Right.
It's a tech check.
And he was
check.
told healing hurts them.
Tech. 1, 2, 3. Tech.
And he has a 4 int.
Right.
Is that smart enough to pull out a wand of cure light and poke one?
I think because you just told him to do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
He's going to pull out the wand of cure light wounds.
Okay, with
and-
one of his many hands.
Yeah.
Pulls out a wand, no AOO. Casting from a wand provokes no AOO,
Yep.
which means he now just needs to make a touch towards the creatures. Oh, the creatures react. As it's casting light, they're playing around with the shadows. You can see all sorts of like weird shadow puppets and things appearing, but they are trying to dodge the bright stick that Tech has in his hand.
All right. My normal melee attack is +10. So that's pretty much what I'm rolling here. It's probably a touch attack.
Yep, AC 15.
No.
Including Bard Song?
No, but Bard Song's only +1, so
Okay.
that's a 14.
He still has the charge of
Yeah.
the spell in his hand.
Yep.
Is there anything else that he's doing? Is he going to stand there?
He's going to take a 5-foot step over towards Pharisee
Okay.
to better protect.
Shadow chilling.
They're gonna pass.
These ones are moving around. This one can't see Pharisee because of the hide from undead, so he's going to attack Tech. This one moves out to attack Tech, and these ones are going to continue their stealth.
What level?
They can't see Ludo, but there is a 50% chance they just kind of bump into him. So this one, if it rolls
He's good.
51 or higher, it kind of just knows something is there. No, it continues all the way to here, and then this one's over top of you. All right, Tech has got 2 things trying to touch him. AC 23 and AC 11.
The 23 hits.
Okay. Tech takes 1 int damage.
All right.
That could have killed him.
Yep, we got 3 left.
Could have killed him.
Holy fuck. Can anybody save Tech?
I don't know. It might actually be difficult.
And then the 2 that see Pharisee were trying to sneak up.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
23 and 25 were their stealths.
All right. Let's see if I can see him here. My perception's +12, which is pretty decent. $22.
Okay. Which means you don't see either of them.
All right. I am flat-footed.
Both Tech and Ludo, and I guess the Professor can also get their perception checks. There are 2 that are being sneaky. The others are sensing
28.
12.
28. So yeah, Ludo, you see them coming in.
Okay.
Are you warning
Nope.
Pharisee? Okay. What is Pharisee's touch AC? I guess it would be
Incorporeal
flat-
touch is 13, flat-footed.
Okay. This would be
Hard no.
So
2 at
size and
20.
Figure it out.
bracers.
Figure it out, Ludo.
Oh no. 23 and 18
Both
the
hits.
touches.
Oh god.
Okay, the one with the hammer kind of like pops her over the head like it was like a pretend thing, and you feel just really weak.
Strength drain.
2 strength damage.
Zephyros, we need some boom in here,
And
buddy.
the other one kind of goes up behind your back and sticks the key into you like you're a lock and turns. And that one is very painful and attacking your nervous system for 1 dex damage.
-2 strength, -1 dex.
Yep.
All right.
And they can see you and they're no longer hiding now. So all 6 of them have come out.
Crap! They can see me.
That was a rough round, guys.
Ludo.
Ludo. In the attempt to.
Oh, the one that got hit, the one with the book for 12 damage, that was bloodied.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Who's gonna take a little step back through that door just so.
Okay, you're gonna 5-foot step back on the other side, so you're kind of right in front of Manny.
Yeah.
You notice one thing tried to swipe at you, and it left these streak marks against the barrier of the door. Like it couldn't go through the door after you. Okay, that was a 5-foot step.
And then.
Which means you abandon your hiding position. Apparently, you're safe on this end.
Apparently, I'm safe. I'm gonna draw my. Actually, I'm gonna try and toss a bomb in there.
Okay.
And I have precision bomb, so I'm going to
What
not.
kind of bombs do you have?
Okay? That's my question. I should ask first. Is Sue considered magical? Are they?
You should probably just try.
deal. Nothing else to do.
Okay, what creature are you targeting with your bomb?
I'm gonna go for the
one that swiped
shield.
at you?
Where even are you?
Actually, yeah, I'll go for the I'll go
Okay.
for the guy with the guy that swiped.
And then what's your int modifier?
my int mod is.
He 5-foot
Step back through the door
Oh.
from his hiding spot.
Okay.
Tech is int mod.
Tech is int.
I'm gonna be really bummed if I lose the murder
plus
spot.
2
+2, which means you can exclude 2 people
spots.
from the splash damage
Right.
of your of
Yes!
the bomb. Which means you're going to get the main one
buttons.
and then splash 4 of these
Yeah.
4 of these creatures with your bomb damage.
Possibly.
All right. Well, first you need to make it. You need to make an attack roll. This thing is standing right in front of the door, so no cover.
Right.
It's
what-
pretty point blank.
Yep.
Or is it? Because it's across the dimension.
Point blank works. Bard Song doesn't.
Right. It's been a while since I've done a bomb, it feels like. Ugh. 14.
Fuck.
I think you missed by 1.
Wait, I didn't add Bard Song.
You don't have Bard Song.
Oh,
You
oh
don't
right, I
have outside
passed.
the door.
Okay.
You started the round with it.
We don't have anything else.
Does it not linger?
Probably not.
Let's see.
Ludo. So your bombs, there should be +11, right?
Yeah, which is what I did.
And then do you have point blank shot?
I do.
So that's +12.
Oh right, I keep thinking I'm
15 it is.
not up close because
Yeah.
the wall split like
Bat 3, Dex 6 is 9, size is 10, and then throw anything 11,
Yeah.
or the alchemist power that they
Right.
give them. So 11. So you actually
Like
hit
it's
it.
12. Yeah.
So you just clipped the edge of it. The bomb explodes. It seems to react like it's on fire. It takes damage.
Yeah!
So what is the damage of your bomb?
Half damage from.
12.
12 damage, so it takes 6 damage.
Yep. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
Are they bloody?
The one with the crown took 6 damage. No, it didn't. It didn't actually take damage before. However, but the splash, which does how much damage?
Oh, great question. Oh jeez. Would you look at that?
And then I need a DC.
Splash is 4 minimum bomb damage.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you need what? Sorry.
I think the DC is 14.
Yes.
So splash would be the minimum damage of your bomb.
With the DC 14 to avoid that.
And a DC 14, which is half your alchemist level plus your int mod. Yep, that's correct. Okay. And they've got +3s on their saves. So going from top in a clockwise motion. 1d20 +3.
Failed.
You made it. So 4 damage becomes 2.
Hey.
Is that one that's at 14 now, bloody?
Yeah.
It was already bloodied. And then this guy took 2, and then the one with the key managed to avoid it altogether. All right, so you logged the bomb, and you burned a bunch of things.
Hey-o.
Tech kind of jumped back from it a little bit because he was surprised at the fire. Of course, in his current state of 4 int, he's going to be surprised by many things. 3 int. That's one dumb bug.
4, 3, sir, 3.
Zephyros.
We need to get Tech out of there, I think.
Or you in there? Well, that's dangerous though.
Well, the thing is, I can't just walk in, right? Because I'm going to provoke if I just walk in.
Yep.
Fireball?
Can't shoot through the door.
Wait, because mine's not there.
But his staff seems like it might be able to bonk through the door.
How high is this door?
About fan height.
Yeah, it's big enough for you to go through.
So it's just big enough for me to go through. So I can, for example, fly over them. They're still going to be able to touch me.
You could squeeze and fly. You would provoke AOs by doing so.
X.
And squeezing is a -4 to your AC.
Okay.
No, if you're invisible though, they couldn't AOL you, right?
But I can't do both. I can make myself fly and then invisible in the next round. But if we can just get Tech to move away from them, then I can sort of bring him out. So Zephyros will cast Fly on himself.
Okay. Light as a feather.
And then he'll just stay where he is because he can't he can't go through yet.
Sacrifice, understand fate, must control.
Actually, what Zephyros is going to do, can he go back to Malbit? How far is Malbit from him?
Malbit is 40 feet away and 60 feet up.
Okay, so that's going to be using Fly and Hasted.
You could move 35 feet into the chamber, and then you would have...
Right, Pharisee is hasted.
doesn't change anything. 90 feet of movement. You could get 45 feet up.
Okay, so that's not going to help. Okay, because the next round I need to go back and get Tech out. So that's not going to happen. I'm going to just let Mokranum's comment slide.
Okay.
I'll mention to everybody else I'm concerned about Mokranum's comment because if Malbit is complaining about spiders, what is he talking about? Should we recall them and ask them to come back?
Last game, Malbit was collecting spiders and having them fight each other.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's going insane.
Yeah.
He's going stir crazy.
He's been sitting at the mansion alone for too long.
That
worried
doesn't.
about
It does not mean that there are spiders up there.
Oh.
We stole his prize-fighting spider
Oh yeah.
and sacrificed it to open up this door.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like
his
a
favorite
bunch of
smoke-
jerks.
Yeah.
So right now he's-
Big move. It
Yeah.
looks like we didn't spend 5 minutes going outside.
An imperial caliber of jerks.
Yes. It was an assertive level of jerk. Yeah.
So to him, Survivor saying, "I have the spider." Okay, got it.
Yeah, you guys have all been like, he's been working on the perfect contract and then just
Writing out endless blank.
contracts. Like he's been going stir crazy.
Okay. So Zephyros is just going to stay where he is. He's made himself fly, and then the next round he will do something else.
All right.
Manny.
Manny is going to repeat.
Manny does see that the one that got hit with the flames, the one with the...
skip?
Oh, am I skipping the professor?
Yes.
Maybe.
Fuck the professor! Professor, go!
I got a really good idea.
Alright, so the professor's in the middle of the room.
Please have a brilliant idea.
The professor sees.
There are other doors. You can just go run through other doors.
Let's see what else is in the dungeon! Guys, I aggro the rest of the dungeon!
Train!
The professor seeing his prized murder bug on the verge of
Being driven into a stupid fool, seeing these children, ghosts everywhere, and hearing Zalara answer with the sign of the deck.
quick draws the deck out.
And whispers to himself,
Solara, if you are here, I open myself to you.
and he will cast Minor Image. I can cover half the room with 8 10-foot squares.
So I'm going to cover that.
Front half of this room where the image can operate in. I'm going to summon Zalara and have her up by the children and start singing a children's lullaby. And then I'm going to open my mind to Zalara and attempt to let her flow through me to control this in some way, maybe opening her to talk to her children or her child in some roundabout way if it's one of these ghosts. And if not, nothing else, maybe distract these long dead children who are lost in hell with, I guess, the opposite of if you're in hell and everything's bad and you summon a nice motherly woman singing a lullaby, that's kind of like water on fire.
Okay, so the professor plops down on the ground and spills Zalara's cards out on the ground, and is touching them and trying to get Zalara's attention. Zalara's image standing or sitting beside you, cross-legged, and also touching the cards, appears. Nice. And she begins to flip them. She begins to sort the cards, and starts to shuffle the deck. First, she plays 52 pickup, or how many cards are in the tarot deck. I should probably know. I don't think it's 52. I think it's a different number. It would be 6 times 36. There's some extra ones. Anyway, she's shuffling the cards, and you do notice that all of the children go, like they're looking back at her. Let me do a reading. You hear Zalara's voice in your mind, and it does echo out throughout the chamber. The children have stopped attacking. As she is shuffling the cards and starting to place them out before her.
Sacrifice, understand fate, control fate.
Manny.
Alright! Yeah! Weird professor! Don't die in the middle of that room.
You now know one of the extents of Zalara's Harrow deck is that once per day she can conjure a major image.
Whoa!
Now the major image has to do with herself and using the Harrow deck.
Nice. Fuck yeah! Hey! Perfect.
She's a 10th level caster, if it matters.
Looks like potentially 78 cards.
You know how many cards?
It's many. You count them.
All these.
Manny, what's Manny doing?
Is Manny noticing?
22 unsuited cards and 56 suited cards.
Okay.
Divided into 4 suits of 14 cards each.
Manny notices that all the creatures were they all kind of went and looked over towards where there's this flickering image of a woman talking about a harrowing.
I guess Manny's gonna take that'll put him, give him a 15, 20 foot.
Okay, yes.
So Manny's walking underneath these things?
Yeah.
Tech, follow me out.